Hi, I'm Beverly Banov Brown. Today on Authentic Dating, we're going to be tackling the wonderful topic of, as I'm asked so often, is this infatuation, Bev? Or is this man a keeper? So many of my clients over the last 30 years have struggled with this question. Is this person someone who I can really love for the rest of my life? Or, in fact, is this just an infatuation? Is it just a lot of chemicals coursing through your veins and his veins? All kinds of wonderful ecstasy-producing natural opiates that the brain is pumping, which can confuse the issue dramatically. When there is chemistry, when there is a very strong physical attraction, a lot of times it can be mistaken for the kind of endearing love that produces a great union, the kind that can last for the rest of your life, the kind that can produce a shared life together, which allows you separately and together to really thrive, to really bring out the best in both of you, and the kind of love that is so healing, so marvelous to be in the presence of, that other people feel better just for knowing that you're around. And when they're actually in the presence of the two of you separately and together, there's a glow, a radiance. It's not something that you try to do. It's something that you are. What I believe it really is, true love, is a return to that which we are in our essence. It is essential love. It is essential tenderness and the ability to treasure each other, to see the light in one another and bring out the best in one another. Infatuation, however, is kind of like a fair weather friend. What is a fair weather friend? A fair weather friend is basically happy to be with you when everything's just great and you're out seeing a concert, or you're going for a walk, or maybe you're at a lecture, or maybe you're in school together. Maybe they love going out to a great restaurant periodically with you. But when you're in trouble, when you're having a down day, and we all have them sometimes, even if we're healthy and stable, they don't really want to know you then. They are not for all seasons. They're only for the sunny seasons. A true love, a real keeper, is there for you, and you're there for him, whether things are going easily and smoothly and gracefully, or there's a glitch. If there's somebody in your family who's not doing too well, if there's some chronic illness, if there's a situation with your work or your school life, or whatever it is that may be coming in as a complication, however temporarily, that makes it not quite so easy for you to be light and happy and effervescent all the time. Is he there for you? Does he love you and cherish you just as much when you've got the flu and fever and you're wearing your oldest t-shirt, the one with the holes in it, and your hair's all messed up and there's no makeup on, and maybe the house isn't terribly neat, and maybe you haven't had a shower in a day or two because you haven't felt up to it? Does he still love you then? Is he still around for you? Is he the kind of guy who's going to make you hot soup and bring you a beautiful cup of tea with honey and lemon to help your sore throat get better? Or is he mysteriously busy at that time, and he'll just sort of give you a text every once in a while just to check in? Do you trust him? Do you trust him with your body, with your mind, with your heart, with your spirit? Is he someone who has integrity? Are his values, his real core values, where he really lives inside, all about the same things that you are? What are his spiritual beliefs? What are his relationships like with his family, with his friends, with his workers, in his business endeavors? Is he passionate about life, as hopefully you are? Is he passionate about love? Does he take the time to really nurture himself? Because if you want to be loved and adored, you better be very, very careful to observe at close range how he treats himself. Is he adoring to himself? Does he keep his clothes all clean and crisp? Or does he wear frayed collars and shoes that are down at the heels? Is his house a mess? Is the toilet clean? Is the sink shining? Or is it something he thinks about maybe once every 6 months if he's going to have company? These are all things that may sound very trivial to you in a moment, and yet they are dead giveaways very often of somebody who has low self-esteem. And when you're dealing with somebody who has low self-esteem, it's highly unlikely that they're going to treat you well over time because they're not really treating themselves well. Like attracts like. How strong are you in these areas? Are you already living the wonderful qualities and the great strengths that you look for and want in a partner in your own life? I know this is probably not what you want to hear. And it's important. Because if you start out in a relationship thinking that you're going to change somebody, when the only person we have any right or real ability to change is ourselves, then I'm afraid you're asking for great unhappiness. I've seen many people go into tailspins in their lives, personally as well as professionally, because they mistook, by not taking enough time to see each other in enough situations and really have the in-depth kind of exploratory conversations where they know each other truly well. If you think that just going out for fancy dinners or going to the movies or watching a video at home or making popcorn and taking a couple of times with friends is going to really reveal who this person truly is, and if the real compatibility level that is required for a strong, enduring relationship is going to be coming forth to you, I'm afraid you may be disappointed. I've known people who have, during courtship, pretended to love poetry, pretended to love certain kinds of what's known as chick flick movies, the kind I like, and the kind so many of us like. When what they really were doing was revealed after they were married. As soon as they were married, they didn't want to go to any more poetry readings. They didn't want to see any more so-called chick flicks. They wanted to see all kinds of thrillers and adventures and wildly violent films because they felt they had the girl now. She was the wife, in quotes, and they didn't have to make so much effort anymore. So the question is, who is this person really? And do you really know him sufficiently? And then the question becomes also, how does your body feel? When you sense into your feelings, your emotions, that barometer that tells you where you are with relationship to yourself and life in general and a specific person, how does your body reveal the feelings that you have? Because the truth is, when you even have to ask the question, this is golden nugget number 1 for today that I'd like to share with you. When you even have to ask the question, is it infatuation or do I truly love this person? That's a red flag in itself. When it's really true love, you don't need to ask anybody anything. You know it, you feel it, you are it. Because love is what we're really all about to begin with. And when you feel it for yourself first, for the universe second, and then for this prospective partner, you know you're in business. And it's hallelujah, baby, because many of you have waited an awfully long time for this. And you want to celebrate it, and you want to embrace it. And you want to love in such a way that the person always knows they're free to come, to go, to make the commitment or not. And it's a mutually agreed upon beautiful evolution where you grow together and bring out the absolute highest, best qualities because you love each other enough that if you ever have to let go of one another, if you truly believe that it's for your best and highest good and his best and highest good, hard as it might feel in the moment, you know you'll be able to do it. I believe it's Thich Nhat Hanh who said, we have always to strive to love a person in a way that lets them know they're still free. So I'm going to ask you, and this is another golden nugget for today, from my heart to your heart. At a time when you can be quiet and really reflective, a time when you know you won't be interrupted for at least an hour and a half, sit still. And as I so often refer to it, the 46th Psalm says, be still and know, be still and know. Not run around, not jump, not scream and shout, not clean the bathtub, not take out the trash. Do all of that later with great joy and abandon, but right now just be still and go within. Take a few centering breaths, deep abdominal breaths, breathing in the light and the love of spirit, as you understand that word to mean, and allow yourself to breathe out any fear, any concerns of the day, the week, the month, the year, your whole lifetime. And know that with every breath in, you really can take in that wonderful power of observation and witnessing that allows you to go within and find that place in your heart, your soul, that knows the answer to the question, is it infatuation or is he really a keeper? Is it true love? And ask your body, when you've done the deep abdominal breathing, continue it, let the surface that you're on hold you up, and explore, and let your body tell you. Where do you feel relaxed? Where do you feel perhaps even the slightest vestiges of tension? And ask yourself, how genuine and lasting a love do I feel? And then the other question, how viable is this relationship? Is it mutual? Is he feeling the kind of love that is for all seasons? The answer is there in you already. It's a question usually of taking the time and the reflection and allowing yourself to trust that you know the answer, because all the answers are always within you. Something to think about and contemplate in the privacy of your own life. I'm Beverly Banov Brown. It's been a total joy, as it always is, to prepare this video for you. If you've enjoyed it, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, Beverly Banov Brown M.S. Leave me a like if you've liked any part of this or gotten anything from it. And even if you've disagreed with me, please do stay in touch. Let me know. I always enjoy your feedback. And I do my best to answer all the commentaries individually. Although it's getting busier and busier as more videos and more viewers come out to see what I've been sharing, please be patient with me. I will get back to you if I possibly can. Again, I'm Beverly Banov Brown. Until next time, bye for now and namaste. I bow to the light and the love that we all are.